Hello, everybody, and welcome back at long last to all the mods. Pete, we hope you enjoyed your time off and seeing concerts and going and doing exciting things. And
Back by unpopular demand, it's me.
Wow,
no, the
that's
most
actually
popular
true.
demand of the series. Whoa, Zine, dang. Okay, well, this
What?
server is
A little bit
still
honest.
brought to you by our sponsor, Apex Hosting. If you're interested in grabbing yourself a discount of 25% off your first month of server hosting, maybe playing some all the mods with your friends, or vanilla Minecraft, or a new mod pack, whatever floats your boat, check them out. Links in the description. Use our codes, and you'll get that discount. And you can even have the server AFKing while you're doing stuff, and you can get things like plutonium and
Nice.
polonium, which I think should hopefully be enough for us to make the SPS, which is so cool. How's everybody doing?
It's so nice that your stuff could be done all AFKing, you know? Like
Uh-huh.
that's very,
Oh.
very nice. I'm very happy for you.
So
on
your
that.
bees don't work for you unless you're there to supervise them.
Well, I mean, it's just that you have to build all these different pieces to it, right? So there's a lot of moving parts, you know? It's a
Yeah, I'd hate
lot
to
of
be
moving
dealing with
parts.
that.
But yeah, I mean, you don't have to. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Good for me, I guess.
Interesting. The reactor is not going. Was it just shut down? Oh, it just shut off.
One of the
Disabled.
processes in the fission or the fissile fuel production has not
Oh,
been
it just
going
went
for some
poopy, so it
reason.
doesn't
got
actually
you.
have fuel. Ah, what happened?
Oh my god!
Wow, he did it.
Just casually
That's
drops that. Nice job.
crazy. Wow, he's
Done.
out. How many sessions did you put in?
I mean, I had one multi-hour session. Like I
Okay.
just kind of, I was doing the streamathon stuff, so I just kept going and going and going. So we just got it done.
Nice job, boss.
Sulfur
Yeah.
dioxide. Wait, so nothing is coming out of here. It's saying like the.
Yeah, I thought it was like the oxygen
Jordan,
was the problem.
Jordan,
I don't know.
Yeah?
we've been friends for a long time, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with the. Wait,
I
what's
can
in
leave
this
if you
thing?
want to.
Why is the oxygen or it's hydrogen not feeding in here? I'm confused. Oh, is it not venting excess? Oh. There we go. Sorry, Zine. Yeah, what's up?
Just casually discarded on. We've been friends a long time. Yeah, whatever. Hang on.
Oh, no, I just
got
really
this.
wanted to get the fissile fuel working again, is all.
You're good.
Stay humble, Z.
Yeah, I not let that. And as your friend, I like to do things for you.
What
from
happened?
Time to time. Wait, I don't know why we're hemming. So from what I understood, you didn't seem to like that making. What was it? That soul steel stuff.
Soul
You
steel.
said
stuff.
that the soul steel ingots were really obnoxious.
Oh, you got a B for it.
I have 41,000 ingots for you, sir.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So
That is very fancy. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about the bees being able to produce it. That's crazy.
I'm here to bees you both.
Well, I have no idea
Right, though.
why my fissile fuel stopped producing. There's some issue with like the hydrogen or oxygen just not going into the thing. So, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it because we have all the plutonium and polonium to make the SPS, and we can just wire the power in via other methods.
Sick.
Anybody know how many casings we need for the SPS?
Like 60 something.
Let's see.
will look it up.
SPS mecha.
Oh, he's gonna try and do it faster than me. It's 60 casings.
God, why are you so good at these things?
Uh,
you fart?
Yeah.
Okay.
What of
And
it?
then structural glass or something, right?
Yeah, 123 of that, 3 ports and a coil.
Okay.
Oh, they probably want like 6 coils.
And then yeah, you definitely want 6 coils for sure.
All right, let's make those up.
So Zine, are you
already
are you producing like bee fissile fuel and stuff?
He's hard muted.
Oh. Bye, Zine.
I think it was
It was-
something that I said.
I think it was something that I said. It was because I got really sidetracked as he was trying to say the nice things that he did as a friend, and I didn't appreciate him enough, and now I feel really bad for what I've done. It's just a shame on me, really.
I think he'll get over it though.
Do you? Are you sure? I'm not sure.
I mean, like you guys have been
Could
friends
sting
for a while. What kind of gifts does he like? If you're gonna give him like a I'm sorry gift, like what would you give him?
A B.
Yeah.
You would give me a B?
I didn't realize you popped back in. Yeah.
I thought I earned an A. Jeez.
Oh, I meant BEE.
Yeah, I know. I was just playing. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What was the question? I didn't hear the question. I just was able contextually to put it together that I perhaps was being discussed.
Oh, I was
You're
just
not
wondering,
discussing.
like, if Jordan was gonna get you a gift because you were upset with him and he wanted to make it up to you, what that gift would be. And that was his answer.
I don't see a scenario where even if I was upset with him, Jordan would get me a gift.
I'm gonna go for a little bit. I'll be back.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not like a big gift person because I don't like to get gifts. And so
your love language isn't gift giving or getting.
yeah, I am always a fan of like no gifts, please, for anything, any way, shape, or form.
I found that as I reached adulthood and you know, I had a cool job and everything, most anything that I needed or really wanted, that I would that would be within any reasonable range for someone else to get me,
Exactly,
I've already got for myself. You know, so it's like, you know, is there anything you want? Yeah, a new laptop, but I'm not asking that for you. I'm just saving up myself. You know,
Exactly.
like so yeah, it became a, you know, here I got you this, and it's just thanks. I will find somewhere to store it for you.
Yeah,
you know?
similar on that one. My family would ask me like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
I will
If I
say,
needed anything, I probably already bought it.
you know what, food is a good gift. Like chocolate, that I'm not asking for chocolate, but like if someone absolutely has to do something,
Oh, food's a great gift.
yeah, and they want to just give me like chocolate or something, then I'm actually like, that's pretty cool. But also, you don't need to give me that.
What are those little boxes that you can get for people, like holiday boxes that come with a bunch of different sweets and baked goods and like chocolates and stuff?
I don't know, a gift box.
Sure, one of those. Like I've gotten those a couple of times and I'm like, this is delicious. Like I love this. Everything about this.
The meat boards and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that's why
Charcuterie
with
boards.
gifts, you gotta get like the personal ones, right? Not like laptops and stuff like that. Just like the little things that you either make by hand or like, I don't know, buy something off Etsy.
Yeah. It gets a little tough, like relationship wise, if you're, at least for me, doing if I have someone who I'm with that gift giving is like important to them, you know, like that's how they express themselves is by, you know, creating something or giving something and you know, I mean, thought and I recognize the thought and the investment of them and that it's done with an expression of care, and I appreciate all of that and get all that, but it is not invested in the thing. And so it's like, thank you for this, I love that you thought about me, everything like that, but whatever the thing is, I'll just put it to the side, and then sometime later, you know, they'll see that I've put it to the side and it's like, oh, I guess you didn't care that much about that. And it's like, true, I didn't give a crap about that, but I recognized what you did and thought that was very sweet, and then I was in trouble.
Yeah, it's like I care that it came from you.
Yeah,
if it came from somebody else, I wouldn't care about it at all.
Yeah, but it was meaningful. The gesture to me can be meaningful, but the object is not.
Yeah, and that's the issue, is that almost anything that someone is going to purchase in the reasonable realm of expense for a gift it's very unlikely that I have not, if it's very useful, thought of getting that myself already. And so it's going to end up being something that's not really, you know, going to get used.
Yeah, like if there's something that's $30 that I'm looking for, I probably will just, you know, get it next paycheck.
Okay, I hope I'm making the SPS correctly. Fingers crossed. Every time I hear SPS, it reminds me of this software that I always heard my stepdad, he would use, and it was like the most expensive thing in the world, called SPSS, and it sounded very complicated. I didn't fully understand it, but he said it was like, to spend like $20,000 a year on a license or something like that. It was just like, what?
Oh,
Software?
Do you know enough
Is
about
that-
it now to describe it a little
No,
bit?
because I think
Now I'm
it's
curious.
like not really widely used anymore. It's kind of deprecated, but
it's super pricey server software.
uh-huh.
Oh.
No, but 20,000 per year isn't a terribly expensive license. Once you get into enterprise, like Oracle, yeah, I mean Oracle, the corporation I worked for, we had, 6 figures of licensing each year.
I download Java for free. What a bunch of dummies.
Yep, and that's the same thing.
What a bunch of dummies, dude.
I mean, if you think about it, like, what's the point in different coding languages? They all do the same thing at the end of the day.
I mean, yeah, it's all just ones and zeros when it all comes down to it. All you're telling is like different ways of making ones and zeros. I mean, that's kind of silly, honestly.
I mean, there's a couple different arguments there and interesting things. First off is, you could say the same thing about human language, and it's like, it's kind of silly that there's groups of us that speak different languages. We should just speak the same language. We're all trying to just communicate.
Yeah, what the frick,
So-
guys?
So, but the crazy thing about programming languages is, depending on what level they're at, quite a few of them will compile down to another programming language and multiple. I mean, and it
Wait, so
can
they're
even multiple
cheating?
times.
They're cheating? They're just using another programming language below them?
Yeah, it's basically an abstraction layer if you think about it. PHP, I believe, compiles down to C, which then compiles down, to assembly language. Like there's, I mean, and even assembly language, I don't think is, your ones and zeros. Like it's instructions still. So it's layers all the way down, and it's weird and crazy. But at any rate, the reason there's the reason there's multiple programming languages is stated best in an XKCD comic panel, and comic panels are great when explained. But the first panel is 2 people holding 2 different chords, and its problem, chords connection incompatibilities between 2 different ones. There's no standard. Panel 2 is solution. Create their own standard that now universalizes everything and handles everything. And then panel 4 is problem. There are 3 different types of chords that are now, competing with each other and whatnot. And the point being is everyone's like, I have my idea and I'm going to do it and it's the best. And so they put it out there, and then someone's like, oh my God, who made this? I have a better idea. And that's why standards bodies exist and how it gets painful.
I never did
Do you have this comic? I like to
end up going
see
into
it.
coding.
I mean, I will make an attempt at some point to find it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Literally, I typed XKCD, and Google Suggest was like, standards? I was like, yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Hey, any of you guys happen to know what block is like the input output for the SPS thing?
SPS port?
Is it? Well, that's the power one, right? Or does it
It
also
should
do
be
the
universal. It's both.
Oh, okay. So do I need an extra one? Because I want to have 6 of the zappy things firing, but then do I need like an extra one in order to do the input output?
Yeah, you probably need 2.
Well, no, I have 6. I just didn't know if more than one could go on a face.
No,
of
2
the
for
thing.
the input and output.
Okay, so I need 8 basically total.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. Oh God. Oh no. What is that?
Oh,
1,
God.
2, 3, 4.
It's a bother. Oh, my balls.
I know,
Beg your pardon?
sometimes they hurt.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, it's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I thought I made a big boo-boo. I thought I made a real big boo-boo there. We're okay.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, that was a close one. That was a close one indeed. So, Zine, now that you have 100%ed the bees, what is next in your world?
I was actually talking about that a minute ago. That was when I was deafened and stuff. But
Okay.
everyone seems like whenever I run into a problem, and it's annoying
You
because I don't
solve
have
it.
a problem in front of me right now, but I solve it. But along the way, someone says, you could just use modular routers to do that. And I have never learned modular routers. So I'm
Uh-huh.
slapping down some modular routers and trying to see if I can't get an idea of what it's doing, why
I'm
it would
coming
do
over.
everything. I'm new to it, so literally I'm reading the book, Pete. I don't know if it's exciting yet. I know that you've done some though, haven't you?
Yeah, I actually fell in love with modular routers in VH Season 3 because I had never done it either, but I'd always heard like, oh, just use routers. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you can just do
no,
routers. Yeah,
I don't want
that's how
to.
that's how I've been up until now. Is it's like it's not that I'm like yeah, but I'd have to learn it and I don't know it, so I know this solution and I'd work around it. But
Yeah.
you know, there might be better realms and worlds and lives, so I kind of want to try and figure out how it do.
What do we feed in for antimatter again? I've forgotten the input.
But my biggest problem right now is that I don't have in front of me a problem that I'm trying to solve. Like I'm looking around like I
it's
think we just have
polonium.
things running.
Oh, you're
And
just
so,
trying to learn how to use it in the
yeah,
first place without actually solving anything.
So without a task, then I just sit here and look at it dumbly, like, I guess I could connect a chest, maybe.
All right,
know?
we're gonna do a training course then, okay?
Okay,
Use the router to take an item from this and put it into this.
okay, all right. Welcome to modular routers. This is a highly flexible mod. Think of it like
What I like about modular routers though is that it's literally just one block that doesn't need power. Like there's nothing else to it.
Yeah,
it's just the block itself.
I slapped down the power and then was like, oh, that didn't connect. Okay, all right. Well, maybe it'll need power when I do upgrades or something. That was my thought.
Should I wait until you get to that chapter?
I mean, you know, whatever. If you're like, here, I'll give you the overview, then I will listen to you and be happy. If you're like, you know, here's your task, I shall return, then I will try not to disappoint Senpai.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it never needs power because it's stupid. But yeah.
Uh-huh. I had kind of picked up that based off of contextually you're saying it doesn't need power, but yeah, okay. So modules are inserted into a modular router to tell the router what to do. So it seems like I'm gonna need some modules.
We need to get the fissile fuel up and running again. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Okay.
Yeah, this is big disappointment. Frick.
You need a constant input because you use all the waste for polonium. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, and it's all fricked, and it's kind of all fricked, which is a bummer. Yeah.
All right, I built like that little platform above the setup that you had if we wanted to get like more fissile fuel running. So I can get back to working on that. Alright, Zine, here's the deal. I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes, and if there's no solution to get items from this chest into that chest, I'm gonna be pissed.
Whew. Goodness gracious.
Don't disappoint me.
Oh,
It's okay if you
God.
do, though, because I disappoint myself sometimes. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Oh man, yeah. I just need to figure out why it's being dumb, and it seems like this thing over here should be supplied on both sides. The infuser with sulfur dioxide and oxygen, but it's just not doing it, which is kind of ballsing me up, you know. Or hydrogen or something like that. Like there's hydrogen, but it's just not going in.
You just try breaking and replacing it, honestly? Because I wasn't sure why the oxygen wasn't going through either.
Oh, I mean, no, I hadn't tried that yet. I thought that was too obvious a solution, but you know what tech support says? Just
never know.
They say just turn it on and off because sometimes that works. All right, let's see.
And I was wait for this long and I still didn't queue up my 100,000 infused alloys.
What are you doing?
Dang it. Hmm?
What are you doing if not queuing up 100,000 infused alloys?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Whatever I'm doing, not the right thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm. So what else did you do in the great state of Los Angeles other than go to music?
Oh, so this was actually kind of fun. So, because I was staying down there for a few days, I'm like, if I just travel using Ubers, I'm probably gonna rack up like $1,000 because LA and Ubering. Being from where I live, did not expect the prices to be that high, but holy God, glad I rented a car. But I got down there and was like, okay, I'll see this car rental place. I'm like, I'd prefer to get a BMW just because that's what I drive normally. I'm like, if I'm going to be
Okay.
driving in LA, I'd prefer to be behind the wheel of a car that I'm familiar with, at least. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's a little bit more expensive, but I'll get like a 3 Series because it's like the standard that they have. And so I get to the place after the shuttle from the airport, and they're like, okay, cool, we got a 3 Series for you, and I'm putting my payment info and everything. And right before I confirm my card, they're like, oh, actually, so about that 3 Series that you were looking for, there's a problem with it? Don't think we actually have it or not, because the scheduling wouldn't line up. And I'm like, oh, great, okay, do you have
But they
any
had
other
like an
BM?
M8, right?
God, I wish. Yeah, so I'm like, do you have any other BMWs? And he's like, yeah, do you want a 7 Series? I'm like, I'd prefer not to drive a boat around LA for 5 days. I feel like I'd have a panic attack. Do you have anything smaller, like a 2 Series? Because I thought I had seen that earlier. And he's like, all right, let me go into the back and see if we can find anything. I'll be back in a minute.
Whoa,
I'm like, okay.
go into the back.
Yeah. So I'm like, not really expecting much. I'm like, all right, if they can't find anything, I'm just gonna go for like a Camry or something. I'm not gonna like force anything else. And he comes back after a minute and looks at me and he says, so just to be clear, you're fine with smaller, not bigger, right? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay. You want a Z4? And I
Wait,
was
that's that's what you have, isn't it?
yeah. I'm like,
Oh, nice. So you road
You
trip
are
to
not gonna
LA,
believe
basically.
this. Pretty much, yeah. I got to, it was like, yeah, we can just give this to you. It's not going to cost you anything else, which was actually like an insane deal. He's like, I'm going to give you this upgrade. All you got to do is rate me 5 stars. And I'm like, brother, I've already done that. But, yeah, so I got to drive around the newer model of the car that I drive, because mine's from 2012 and this one was from like 2022. So it's like a whole different car pretty much.
Yeah, you got the Toyota Supra.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I don't like how it drives in comparison to mine, but all the like new tech features, while it was a little overwhelming, was like, damn, I kind of wish that my car had some of this. But yeah, so I got to road trip and drive around LA for a bit. Hate driving during the day. Would not do that again.
There's a
but
lot of
anytime that
traffic.
I was
It's
out-
not very fun.
No, it's not. I don't want to do that again. But anytime it got past like 10 or 11 and nobody was really on the road, I was like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. So that was fun. It was a nice little unexpected thing because I was originally going to road trip down with my car just to have it with me. I'm like, that'd be nice to just drive around LA with my car. But hey, turns out I didn't have to.
Nice. One day I'll see you here.
One day.
One day,
My
indeed.
schedule got so busy. I ate so much good food. I realized, like, oh, there's all this beautiful food. Because I went to Koreatown for a couple of days and just had, like, a bunch of different, like, fish and, this, like, cold noodle soup. And, oh, it was so good. All the food that I ate was fantastic. And I'm so sad because I know that none of that is up here. I can't get any of the food that I had in LA up here.
But you lived in this area for a while, didn't you? Knew that you were gonna not have that when you moved, right?
Sometimes you just block it out of your thought.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
you just try not to think about it. I mean, I didn't live in LA. I lived in like the Ventura area, so I didn't go
Okay.
to LA too often. I only lived in West Hollywood for like a year, but I also didn't really go outside much. So
Understandable.
yeah, Figured
Going
that'd be
outside is
relatable.
a little scary. I actually, I go outside every day now because my gym is sort of like outside. It's in like a covered
Sort
porch
of
kind of
outside?
thing. It's in like a covered porch, so it is outside, but it's just like covered. So I do go outside, and so in a way, I touch grass, sort of.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's new experience, pretty new.
Yeah, it's a big step.
Okay, any progress made on figuring out what the frick happened with my production here? Oh, I guess I'll just break the cable and place it down again, and we'll see what happens.
Where's it going, Z?
What do you do? What if I break
It's
you?
in the chest you told me to put it to.
Where does my hydrogen go? Wait, yeah, where does my hydrogen go?
Oh, that was weird. The like beam, because I didn't have my stuff reloaded, looked like it was just shooting into the ground. I'm like, what'd you set up underneath there?
I see that too, but and so I was like initially like thinking, okay, that didn't work. Is it because it's not facing it and stuff? And then when I broke this chest to move it, thinking it had to be in front, the stuff popped out of it. I was like, oh, it is actually working because yeah, the beam on the send does not appear to be correct.
Wait, is this?
You look
Sir?
away.
Sir?
Oh, that's supposed to be oxygen, not hydrogen. Wait, how did hydrogen end up in both of these? Wait, what is that oxygen? Is that? I can't tell what's what.
I was just about to start working on speed upgrades and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did the pipes do stupid things? Oh God.
They do exactly what you tell them to.
Did those cross with each other? Did the streams cross? Oh, I think
if
my
that happens, you just have to get married out of respect.
I think my streams crossed. Yeah. How did I do that? Wait, how the frick did that happen? They definitely weren't crossed at one point. What? Oh, no.
I'm trying to remember if this is the one.
I figured out what happened.
What happened?
You oopsied?
Yeah, I crossed my streams somehow. I think it must have like run out at some point, and then bad things happened. There we go. Yeah, so I think one of the materials basically ran out, and then the pipes that were not connected joined because it became empty, and then it oopsie. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now I need a... You did not do this.
I did not know that.
Oh, God.
So I set up an exporter into an refined storage block, doing the pattern auto build that I, with the crafter to automatically fill with patterns. But I had not connected it with cable to the other refined storage stuff, and it started running anyway. It does not need to be cabled on. It will work through the block that it is pointing at. So
Oh, really?
I just have an exporter just floating out there against the block with no cabling, and it worky.
That's kind of sick.
Oh, that's
it's kinda
modular
interesting.
routers doing cool things?
Nothing to do with modular routers, just how refined
Oh.
storage works.
Okay, now the streams are not touching. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Maybe. Is it perfect? God, I hope it is.
It definitely doesn't render the second stream properly. I wonder if we move
Yeah, that
it.
one. Not the way it should be. I'm trying to remember how to work this module.
Okay, big place. plays. Huge
Direction
plays.
am I looking?
Gigantic plays. Hooray.
0 yaw. Yeah.
Definitely not showing right.
Speed pitch 0.
Whoa. Oh. E. Oh, it's on gases, freak.
It's in my try somewhere.
Yeah, there
go
we
ahead. Do
go.
whatever you want. Are you doing the fling?
Yeah, I was doing the fling.
Nice.
Okay.
Brrr.
All right, guys, we are probably gonna need to make more reactors.
In Fistophil?
Yeah, fissile fuel is going. Like, it's generating some stuff at the moment, which is pretty cool. But I'm talking
more
about for the
reactors?
antimatter. Just more of the whatchamacallit. I mean the reactors that are. I can take this out of here. Talking about the reactors from Powa. Those ones. Yeah.
For more power.
Yeah. Cool. So I think we're good there. Do we have the... Oh, we don't have the industrial turbine outputting into our power supply, do we?
I don't think so.
I should do that.
The numbers never change, but so much is happening.
What do you mean?
You're like a rainbird sprinkler.
Never been told that before, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the receive modules definitely are working right. The sender modules definitely are not doing so hot on the render, but Keslavai, does it land? If it lands in the inventory, does it pick it up?
No. So I've got a modular router right here, camoed as grass with a vacuum hopper. So I wanted to basically have it fling over the chest, and that would put it into it.
I see. But it's grabbing it
Yeah,
right
like
there.
I mean, that works.
Yeah.
I think the thing about modular routers is that it's just like dumb brain entertainment. You could set up something and then just watch it for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I can see where, like, I actually could see the, utility here to some extent. Like, I think that I'll need to encounter challenges that will force me to use it in order to really get it down.
Mhm.
But that'll, just kind of getting okay, it's this block, you do that, and getting started there means, okay, I understand what I'm looking for in, I have this problem. Is there a module that will do what I'm trying to do,
Yeah, I think the distribution module or distributor module is probably my favorite out of it, just because you can set it to 8 different targets. So you can have like 8 different inventories all being pulled into the same blocks if you just have a bunch of outputs or whatever. Or say like there was a chest or something underneath all of these beehives.
There actually
Then
is,
you
but
can
yeah.
have those sorted into an inventory really quickly without needing like cables and stuff.
Yeah. These beehives all are in on the from this side left, out on the right, and do not cross the streams. But so yeah, because of the because of one, just bees being dumb, but two, because of the render lag and also just bad AI pathing of Minecraft and its overhead.
I think it might be
decided to
nighttime
convert
right now,
all
and I'm
these
just not
into
realizing.
simulation bees, so they don't come out of their hive. They just
Oh.
they just work inside the hive, and then you put the feeding slab in front of it with the blocks that they need to pollinate up to 3, and so that's what the basically in here. There's only Prospera bees, and they use that prosperity shard block, etc.
Nope, not
So
nighttime. Huh.
Yeah, that's convenient.
That's how this is all set up, and then I'm just pulling out of it, obviously, and that just goes into random whichever one centrifuge.
Where are
Centrifuge.
you? I want to see what
Yeah, sick.
it is that you are doing.
Where the
Just
bees
in the
have
bee
always been.
area.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just changed it to where there's fewer bees.
Oh my god, this is so fancy looking now. Are you automatically squishing bees?
No, you still it's still hand squish bees. I've squished a lot of bees, but it is still you put them in through the corner and then you take care of business.
Business.
But yeah. So again, there's a module that you can put into it that turns it into a simulation hive, and so bees don't exit once they're put into it. And then you get these feeding slabs, and you put it directly in front of the hive, and you can put the ones that it wants to pollinate off of in those. And so as long as they're compatible, then they will do all the things. There is the rancher bee, which only works by literally like ranching livestock. So that's what this one is. Because I could not get it, but so it had to have cows to actually pollinate on, and I think it would have been hilarious, but I tried, and a cow in a jar did not work as a pollination block. I think that would have been fantastic.
They should have made it work.
Yeah, well,
If all
Alfred was
Minecraft mods are in the same studio, all working together, we would live in that life. I kind of wish we did.
Alfred was in chat when I was saying that, so hopefully he can.
It's gonna be
make some
added.
magic there. Yeah. So, so at any rate, it's where it gives us some extra stuff and resources, and filled out the quest book, and seems to be running fairly well.
Yeah, nice job.
There are certain types of bees that are considered solitary bees. They're like the starter ones, and they will not use a hive. They will only use nests. So there's still like some basics here, but we don't really care about them. And then off to the north, I was flying around and found where where all the bees end up if the chunks aren't loaded. And so like when I had the great skeleton and zombie apocalypse, I went out there and just found a whole pile of bees just zipping around. And spent a good long while collecting them all. I don't think it's too much of an issue now. There's a couple bumblebees and stuff, but yeah, they were like there was probably 50 to 100 bees that were just on the unloaded chunk barrier right over here. So
what was over here?
Bee pathing is stupid. It's where the chunks didn't load, right? So there weren't forced chunks.
And they just hung on the wall.
So the bees would wander until they'd move to that, and then they'd stay there because they they aren't being calculated anymore.
Were you streaming when you saw like all them load in at once?
Well, it wasn't like overwhelming load in. There was just I opened my map and I was like, let's look for a bee. Oh my god, there's so many bees right there. So yeah, but yeah, I was live then.
That was probably pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sticks out of the bees though.
It became after a while. It's literally all of these resource mods, whether it's mystical agriculture, whether it's bees, whether it's the chickens you've done, they're all the same thing, just a different implementation. Speaking of standards.
Oh, like coding languages.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing you did with the chickens in Stone Block 2, where you're just taking the time to mix them together and make it happen, and then get the next one and set it up and have a place for it and all of that.
Don't count your chickens before they mix.
Once I realized there was a bee breeder block, that was very helpful, because originally I was like trying to feed the bees, like I pull it out and then have them flying and try and pollinate them and then chase down them and their baby, and then people were like, hey, there's a block where you can do it, and I was like, that's much more convenient.
Don't want to be caught chasing down babies. You're gonna get some weird looks.
Yep. But
I also didn't realize how good of a display block the feeding slabs make. You just throw 3 blocks in there, and it's just like good for.
I thought it
like
was
a storage
just
system or whatever.
I
Just
thought
pretty?
it was just a label. Yeah, I thought you just had whatchamacallit, some item frames on them, and then I was like, oh no, this is actually for the bees.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really cool thing.
It's a cool block. And then I was able to use a little bit like from Smashing Bees, which is my new punk rock name as well. But from Smashing Bees,
You need a guitarist?
I got genetics from them, and so like there's a few bees that don't normally that are nocturnal, you know, and they won't pollinate during the day. But I was able to turn them diurnal by applying the genes from those types of bees to them, so that in our very elongated day server, they are still productive.
How did the days become so long?
It had something to do with some cryptic language that ended with false.
Like C++?
Oh, interesting.
No, more like do day-night cycle.
Do day-night cycle. Oh, okay.
Or did you not get it?
I'm kidding. I got it.
It was like,
Are you sure?
No, I totally got it.
We can explain the joke if you need to.
Sometimes I get whooshed, but that actually wasn't one of them. All right, now I'm currently trying to add more things. Trying to add more reactors so that we can generate things
More
faster. More power for more power.
I've heard faster is better.
oh, I've heard the
Indeed.
opposite.
Level your expectations, my king.
So mech reactors are best for power.
I hope that I don't go through our backlog of coal again with what I am currently doing.
I hope so too. But should you, we have solutions.
We do? Let's go. I love
Also,
solutions.
you could use like, you know, blaze powder or something instead, or possibly lava.
Can you?
I don't know. I'm just saying those are traditional combustibles that are in the game that you could investigate.
Oh, I don't know.
Boys, I will be back. If I'm not back in a quick time, just know I am throwing hands at my demons.
Are you getting your food?
I wish. Remember when I said I wasn't feeling well? Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, no, not again. Your teeth. His teeth, guys. This is so sad. I hope his teeth feel better someday.
Yeah.
You okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing?
I am doing pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
You know.
It
You
feels
know, the
non-
huge.
feels non-committal. How's the new place?
I mean,
Is
it's
this the
cool.
first
I'm
one
just.
first ATM we've done with you there?
I don't
it
think
might
so.
be.
No, I don't think so. I've been here before.
I've been here before.
Yeah. I've never not been here before. No, I think this is like the second session. Frick balls. Ugh, god dang it. I did the wrong thing.
Well, frick balls.
And what was the last one? Coal. All balls.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned a snake appearing in your last time we talked.
Yeah, we've been here
Yeah,
once
okay.
before at least, but I mean it's still relatively new in comparison to having been at another place for 8 years before. But it's nice, like I was saying, a little touching of the grass, kind of taking place now via having the workout area kind of set up in a little outdoor bit. So
That's nice.
I mean, it's we'll see how it ends up going when weather becomes more regular during the winter. So it may end up being something that's less desirable, but we'll figure it out.
Sure.
In the meantime,
Maybe.
nice.
Yeah, maybe you end up putting a little an open enclosure over it to keep the rain off or something. But yeah, I feel you. I see where you're thinking.
But it's cool. It's very quiet. There's not a lot of like stuff. There's far less helicopters and stuff like that. It's not just, it doesn't have as much noise going on, and yeah, it's got a bit more room, like more area, huge tracts of land.
I love huge tracts of land. Uh-huh. Well,
So,
that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. One of the things that we do to ourselves on with homes and stuff is you get a place, and then you're there over time, and you start having things just naturally break down or have problems just because it just using stuff can deteriorate them. And so you end up with a door that squeaks and a faucet that leaks and stuff. Just life things that and they all just become these little minor annoyances about the place and quirks. And then you're like, I should get someplace new. It has all these problems. Oh my goodness. And in order to sell it, you end up fixing all the stuff that made you annoyed with it in the first place. And so
Oh yeah, so the old house
you're ready
here.
to sell. You're like, this place is kind of nice now again. Like, dang.
Oh no, so that's exactly, yeah. I mean that happened at an older condo that I lived at. This was in like 2014, and I never really, put too much focus into the furniture or ever making it kind of look nicer. And then when I went to sell it, the realtor was like, "Hey, let's stage it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess, sure, we can do that." And they set up the staging, and all of a sudden, I'm like, "I kind of like this place now."
Yeah, well, dang, this place is someplace I'd buy.
Yeah. I'm like, shoot. Well, I'm already committed, but that place did sell very quickly, so
Is that one of the reasons you focused on the new place, like making sure you had art and everything around, or? I feel like you had said at one point when you were kind of introducing it that you were making a more concerted effort to.
I just did that because I figured I was going to be living there for a longer period of time. I mean, I did. I lived there for 8 years, right? So
yeah, 8 years is a perfectly decent amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that was just in the interest of making it more of actually a living space that looks like a living space rather than being completely sparse. So yeah, but fortunately now, I have that art that I can set up at the new house, and so it instantaneously, rather than having to like accumulate it over time, it can kind of, as soon as I clear out all these boxes, can look nicer.
Sure. Are you someone where you'll have boxes still shoved in a closet by the time you move into the next place?
Moving from the old place to here, absolutely. Yes. No. So absolutely. There were things that stayed in boxes the entire 8 years, and then got moved over here because the movers just going.
Yeah.
But that cannot be afforded here. It is a major cleanup job that is ongoing at the moment. I have big stacks of boxes currently in the living room that are set up, like eventually once I go through everything, ready to give away, unless we want to do like multiple Goodwill truck coming and picking things up. I'm hoping that like the Goodwill truck will come and pick things up, because otherwise we have to rent a U-Haul, because I do genuinely think that probably 80% of everything that came is going to go.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely am guilty of that, where I just like I don't know, I like kind of have always lived a little bit bachelorish, I guess, where it's just once I have the things that I need, then I stop worrying and focusing so much on all that extra stuff. And then, some time goes by, a month, 2 months, or 8 years, and I still have boxes in a corner that I haven't dealt with, and I like it drives me nuts because I'm not a big stuff guy. I've told you before, but like in my mind, it's stuff. It's these things that you feel almost obligated to have, or you tell yourself when you're there, like maybe I might need this sometime, and you never do, but you worry that you do because as soon as you get rid of it, you're like, as soon as I get rid of this, I'm gonna need it again. So you keep it forever, never, never, never. But like I have a box that has like all my childhood toys, and I'm just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like, it feels weird to be like, I should just throw it in the garbage or something, but, and it's all ratty, giving it to Goodwill seems like, here, kid, have my, barely still has fur on it stuffed toy. But it's just, like, what is the expectation here? And so it just ends up in a box that I just move around and like, I genuinely 100% literally have a box that is labeled stuff I don't use but can't throw away, and it's just a box that just
That's fair.
I think I think it's still sealed from 3 moves ago, and it's just like, yep, here it is. So, but I've always it's really stupid, but when I bought my first place, I was like, okay, I'm young and dumb, and I'm Mr. Handyman because my dad was always really handy, and I was like, I'll be like my dad. My dad can do it. I can do it. And so I was like, I'll repair the walls and fix all the stuff and make it nice. And to an extent, I did. But what I learned was doing all that is a pain in the butt. And so, like, unfortunately, it over biased me towards where now it's like putting anything in the wall. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. It'll create a hole that I'll have to
Yeah,
fix.
I resonate with that.
I just end up with like bare walls because it's like, I don't know if I want to. Then I have to fix it later. It's
I had
just
to
that whole
patch so many holes, man. I had to patch so many holes.
And people are like, oh, just do a little drywall, and I'm like, they do it in a quarter of a second, and then you put it on, and you're like, this stuff is like 18 million times harder to work with than it looks like in that YouTube video. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, they make it look
coats,
pretty
14
easy when they're good at it.
Yeah, 14 coats in, and you're like, it's still uneven. So yeah, I end up with like, you know what I like is white walls, but I really am trying to get better at decorating and making it a home instead of it just being a place.
I also have a certain degree of paranoia about like, what if I hammer into a pipe or something like that, and then everything's ruined forever. You don't have that paranoia.
Yeah. No, I don't have the anxiety factor like you do, but I certainly like. I mean, it's a very slight possibility, but then again, you definitely know where the pipes are in your house. It's not like you're just threading around randomly.
Do you? I don't know the location of all pipes at all times.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the only time a pipe is going to be in a wall is either you're in like the central, like you have multiple floors and you're in the central wall that kind of everything moves up and down on, or you're hammering into a wall that has a bathroom on it on the other side or in that side. Like, there's not.
But what if you do that? What if you do that?
Then you go outside, you turn off the water main, and you call up.
That's not a fun thing. Your water starts to spray. Your water starts
to. You know how to turn off your water main, right?
Yes, of course. But your water is gonna start. Oh, actually though, funny story about that. Which, holy frick, it could have been a really bad day. So I had my toilet at the old house worked on a little bit because it I don't know, some component in the toilet bowl just stopped working, and the problem was that in order to access this nut that had to be tightened, it was in the toilet was very pressed up against the wall, and without just fully taking the toilet off, in order to access and tighten the nut, it required this annoying wrench that had to be squeezed into the area and attempt to tighten it. Well, it turned out he didn't tighten it enough, and so one morning I'm going to poo, And I walk over and I hear rushing water, and I'm like, oh frick, what is going on? And I go into the bathroom. There's water that's on the floor. It's not like a crazy amount, fortunately. I caught it like pretty quickly, but it's just basically free flowing from the tank into the bowl. And so I immediately turn off the water at the angle stop, but it's still like dripping. And so I think initially, oh shoot, the angle stop itself is like failed and it's still dripping a little bit of water out even though it's shut off. So I go and shut off the water main to the house, only to find that I just like go test a sink. It's still flowing just fine. It's all good. It's still water. Still water flowing, despite the water main being shut off.
And you let that run for a minute or two? Because you
Yeah. No, I know you have to drain out all that stuff, but no. It's so. Anyway, fortunately, I then discover that it wasn't the angle stop that failed. It was just that where that nut kind of disconnected, it was just dripping out of there from the tank. So it was the tank that was dripping down onto the floor. So it was okay. It wasn't a failure at the wall. But I learned, because it was the first time I ever shut the water main off to the house, or had to, that valve just wasn't working. So I'm very happy that a false alarm caused me to realize that. So then I had the water main valve replaced, and now it works just fine. But that would have been disastrous if something happened where that thing actually had to be shut off and it wasn't working. Oh boy.
Yeah, you do want to make sure your water main is, working as appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's plumbing is an interesting thing, but and you are lucky as well because those valves they put on the toilets usually are pretty cheap and pretty crappy. I mean, like it.
Crappy?
There are one. Most plumbers that I know would be like, do not trust those. Do not believe in those. They are a lie in a lot of cases. You hope it works and ideally it does, but their failure rate is not insignificant from what I am to understand.
Are you're talking about the angle stops themselves, or you're talking about within the tank, the toilet tank?
No, the angle stops themselves. Like the pipe comes out of the wall and the valve that's right there that then goes up to the toilet. Yeah, those little cheap metal things. Yeah, those are.
They fail regularly?
Because they're typically not like if they're a quarter turn ball valve, then that's one thing, but they're usually, I don't know the different types and stuff like that, but they're usually a cheaper type and it's just not trustworthy. I'm not saying that they always break, but I just.
Well, yeah, usually the ones that require multiple turns, you're just screwing something that is clamping down rather than that. The handle ones are fully blocking and can't get pushed up.
The ball valve ones are fine. Yeah. So a quarter turn ball valve is a pretty decent valve. I'm sure there's good ones and bad ones, but that's a much nicer one. But the ones where you just turn the thing to those are horrible.
Well, that's basically almost every angle stop at the wall is one of those things. I don't think I ever see a line feeding into a sink or toilet that isn't one of those. Fortunately, hasn't failed on me yet, and hopefully it will not in the future.
I think that goes for all of us. Hope this works, but.
Oh, we need to actually go fetch some of those dimensional shards that are everywhere that we never actually go fetch. I'm
back, by the way. I just came back to story time, so I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, hey, man.
Tell us your plumbing stories.
You ever had a valve fail on you?
Some part of my valve is failing currently, yeah.
Oh, no.
Can't relate.
So it's probably not a Sicky Sunday kind of, not, well, maybe it is a Sicky Sunday for Pete, but not on stream.
Something Sicky. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, when I was traveling back, I felt like a little bit crummy one morning and I said, oh god, I hope this passes. It didn't.
Oh, this is a multiple day thing?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was I left like a couple days early, like earlier than I intended, because I was only in Seattle for a day and I was supposed to sit there for a few days. But I woke up one morning the day I was traveling to Seattle and I'm like, "Oh, my throat's feeling a little weird. Uh-oh. So I was like, oh, I hope this passes by tomorrow. And the next day came and I'm like, oh, this has not passed yet. And actually, it's gotten worse. Okay. Hey, I'm going to go get a hotel and not infect. As I was talking to my friend, I'm like, I'm not going to infect your entire family with something I might possibly have. So I got a hotel and I took like a COVID test and I'm like, okay, if this is COVID, then I'm probably boned because I'm in a hotel that has Wi-Fi that's 3 up and down. I will suffer for 2 weeks. Wasn't COVID. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can travel home probably if I'm feeling well enough. So I got a flight at like 3 and I'm like barely surviving, but I'm good. I'm like, okay, I'd feel fine enough to travel with a mask on and I don't think I'm gonna get anybody sick. And then I got home and yeah, I don't know, I caught a stomach bug. I don't know from what, but yeah, I've been reeling with that for the past day. I'm better now-ish, but it's been yeah, last day's been a lot of valve failures and clogging toilet clogging problems, whatever you guys
Yeah,
are talking
Jordan
about.
was like, "Oh no, your teeth," and I was like, "I don't think he's talking about his throw up
Oh, I
situation."
wish.
You wish
I
it was
don't-
your
I don't-
teeth in pain. How are your
Uh-huh.
teeth, by the way?
No, I'm doing good. Yeah, just been the aligners for a little bit, adjusting to those, but it's been good. It was only tough for like the first couple of days getting adjusted, but yeah.
Okay.
Gonna have these for about 18 months, so gotta get used to them sooner or
Woo-wee.
later.
Yeah, now that you've had them a bit, it's not quite as obnoxious or painful for you.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I am on like my second week retainer, so like the first couple of days was like, oh, this hurts a lot again, which is like just something I'm gonna have to get used to at the beginning of every week, but it's manageable now.
Hmm.
It's been a very, very long time, God bless, since I've had a stomach bug. And I actually oftentimes think about, like, it is inevitable. I know at some point in the future in my life, I am going to be up at 2 a.m., keeled over the toilet, and just having an absolutely god awful time. And I know it will happen at some point in my life, but I just want to do everything I can to avoid that.
That's why I was telling Jordan, I'm like, I'm really sorry that we didn't see each other. But on the good side of it, like, I don't know if I was infectious at any point, but I
You might have
saved
saved
you.
that from happening. Wow.
I might have saved you a slight trouble. Because if we did have any chance to hang out, it would have been toward the tail end, and
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And then it would have been towards my tail end.
Okay, all right.
A lot at the tail end.
Okay.
What is the dimensional shard or code, I wonder? Anybody know? How do I show the data again? Is that F3H? Oh, it's control. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Guys, what one is it? What is it? What's the one? Please help. I don't know which one it is. I wish it were easier than this. I wish you could just drag. Forge ores dimension. Okay, cool. Thank you. You guys are lifesavers.
Sure, there's a way to math this out. 9, 18,
Forge
19.
ores dimensional shard.
There's something really nice about
Yay.
copying off your own password. I don't remember how to set up a giant fissile fuel production at max capacity, but Pass Me did.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God for that.
I like that too. Especially, when you've gotten like when you've done setup for like a particular kind of, I don't know, thumbnail or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why do you have no energy?
Like, you only have to be smart once in your life, and then you're just good. That part's just covered.
Why do I have no... Oh, there's the energy. Cool. Yeah, having infrastructure setup is pretty cool. I agree.
Wish I had in a
Pretty
schematic, but can't have
cool.
everything.
Yeah, now I'm concerned if I end up at TwitchCon or something for a day. If I drop by there, what if I
It's
end
gonna
up?
get immediately sick.
Yeah, I probably will. I probably will.
I don't think you will actually.
Do you have confidence in my immune system or something like that?
I do. You said you've been going outside a little bit more recently. You're fortifying
I
it before
don't
the trip.
think that going outside into the covered porch deck area really counts as exposing myself to germs that I'm going to build tolerances to.
I mean, probably more than inside your home. Even if it's just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you want to accelerate it, you could just like go outside and eat a little bit of dirt.
My dad would
Little
advocate
nibbles
for
in the
that.
morning.
My dad would definitely advocate for that. He's a big fan
Would
of
he?
he's a big fan of trying to if it was dropped on the ground or something like that, builds character. Just eat it.
Oh yeah. As long as it doesn't
Just
roll a couple
eat it,
times,
eat
that's
it,
probably
eat
good.
it.
Yeah. Wait, what? Why are you doing that? What? Huh? Why is this thing mining sapphires? Why doesn't it have power?
You could remove the sapphire stuff.
No, I know that's the thing. I disabled them all, but it's mining it anyway.
Huh.
What are you doing? Oh my god.
Is it stupid?
It's doing the thing where it's like not being smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
so stupid.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, that is true. Now that I'm in a house with someone else, it is like double the odds of getting sick, though. Oh no, for both of us. Oof. Oof. That is kind of rough.
It's tough to be you.
That is kind of
A
rough,
life,
dude.
man.
It could get bad here any moment.
Sorry, don't want to live with someone else. It's not you. It's just really don't want to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
you
know
being
where
here-
you've been.
What about like?
Ooh, say that to someone and see how they react.
What about like? Just imagine having like not only a kid but like multiple kids, and just how often everybody must just be sick at all times. Just think about that.
Lake rats.
That's a Minecraft mod item.
How's your guys' lithium production?
I think Pete is making lots of it, right?
Lithium production? I'm not
Yeah.
handling that at the moment.
Oh, lithium's like another step after, right? That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, that's just part of the fissile fuel. But, like, I'm not.
What-
I wasn't working
Don't,
on.
don't
lithium
you have to
production.
be generating some, or are you not?
No, I think you do another brine tower thing in order to make lithium, don't you?
Is that how it works?
You like reprocess it or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I know you get it out of the thermal evaporation controller stuff, right?
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, just brine into liquid lithium.
How tall can those be again? I know they were large.
Up to 18 in height. You need some lithium for something?
Yes.
What you need it for?
I have created induction.
Oh, the big induction matrix thing?
Yeah.
You can come over here and use the evaporation towers that are already built and just repurpose those. Because I only needed these for sodium, and we already have a max amount of sodium.
You sure? I was just gonna pop a couple towers up, but
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep like the mechanism stuff in the space area. Unless you prefer to have like your stuff that you're working on down in the... Wherever
I needed to hit it
I'm just
multiple
saying
times.
you can do it here if you want to.
okay. Thank you. You're very accommodating.
So I realized halfway through, I'm like, God, I'm being annoying, aren't I?
you are not in the slightest, and you are appreciated. And when we were talking about at the beginning, you were like backed by popular demand. The reason I said yeah, that's actually true, or whatever it was I said,
Uh-huh.
is because I had someone who I think they were a little confused, but nonetheless, the spirit and the idea was there.
Oh, here we go.
They commented on one of my videos for I believe it was either Sevtech or RL Craft, and said this looks like it's going to be a pretty good series. Can we add Pete to it? And I was like, probably not.
Yeah. Well, hold on, they're onto something. I like this guy.
It's a couple.
Can we
it's a
go
couple
back in
years
time?
old.
Can we build a time machine? I think we should.
It's a couple years old, but obviously the people are demanding Pete be involved, and so ergo, by popular demand, Pete is here.
If I learn how to time travel,
Wait, you don't? I thought that's why you were here.
know how to time. Oh, that's why I'm here. Oh, okay.
Well, I thought we brought him on because he knew how to make time machines. Does he not?
Oh,
I brought
we
him
need
on
to go
'cause he's
back in time
cool.
to handle something, Jordan.
Oh, there are a lot of things I
Oh,
would change if I had a
nut.
time machine.
Yeah, is bringing me on one of them.
No, 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 not at all.
Jeez.
3 years in, you're like, actually, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
So a mistake was made. Oh, I've been
Okay,
putting
there
stuff into
we
my
go.
backpack instead of into the system.
There we
I am
go.
the worst.
What? How does that not work? Okay, there we go.
You didn't build it right.
It's just one of those stupid NBT recipes that just doesn't work with shift clicking or auto crafting, you know?
Stop being mean.
Sorry, my bad.
This guy looks very sad.
It's me, I'm the guy.
Why are you sad?
You called me stupid.
I did not do such a thing.
My nickname in high school was NBT.
Huh?
You
What is
said
that?
stupid. It's a stupid NBT thing, and then he tied on to the NBT, and that's where you got.
Oh, got it. I understand. Thank you for clarifying that one.
I speak fluent Jordan. It's fine. I'm happy to help bridge that gap.
You speak fluid,
Fluent.
parsing my.
Fluid Jordan.
Not fluid Jordan. We don't want to send
stop.
an
I saw
archive of
the,
their own off on an adventure.
Jordan, I saw the rat conversation pop up on my YouTube feed.
Oh yeah. There's a nice
that
conversation.
was a good one by me. That was one of my
It
smarter
was.
moments.
It happens every now and again, you know. It really does.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Yeah, no, I.
Listen.
But what if you? I mean, it is pretty hard to imagine a snake like eating a rat whole. So giving it a little sippy cup with blended rat does.
Don't say it like that, please.
Oh, God.
Please don't say it like that.
Why a rat? Why sippy cup?
So can I
know.
ask you a question? What happens when you put something in the blender?
What do you? Wait, what?
It will blend.
What does it turn into? What form of...
A frappe,
Yeah, okay.
a smoothie. You want a
See,
little
I
rat,
didn't think
a rat
that.
smoothie?
Yeah, I didn't think that for a little bit.
Thought it turned into like dust or something.
No, that's not what I thought.
What did you think?
For rat dust.
I'm done talking about this.
Oh god.
So,
That's how you make
Kara-
ratatouille.
So Kara would like bring rats out for her snakes to eat. But when I would go on her stream, I would hear this like sound in the background, and my brain equated that to like a blender. Because I'm like, nothing else in this holy land would make such a violent sound. And so I thought like, oh, these frozen rats just get like put in the blender for a little bit, just to kind of turn the bones up just a little bit. But
just to break it down a little, make it a little chewable.
exactly, yeah, just a little shred the bones just a tiny little bit, you know?
I feel you, yeah.
That's not the way other people perceived it. I think the way I was getting at was that I thought that the rats would be liquidized and the snakes would drink the rat.
Ugh.
Not it's not where my brain was going, but that's the backstory. Apparently there's a blow dryer to heat them up, which makes sense. It does. I just didn't.
In hindsight, I understand, but at the time, that was not how I was perceiving it.
It sounded like a blender.
A rat blender.
I haven't used a blow dryer in a while.
I like specialized blenders for rats.
Yeah, do you order them specifically for their rat
I
churning
don't,
ability?
but Kara does.
Oh yeah. Oh, so she does. Oh, okay. So I was right.
There's also a dedicated rat freezer. Yeah.
Freezes them in a certain way where their surroundings
No, it's just
get frozen, but the bones don't.
This
No,
way
it's
he
just
never
a
has to have
dedicated rat
don't
freezer.
open dead bird inside
Yes,
moment.
it's a don't dead open inside freezer.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, you know, if you're trying to get like a bag of frozen vegetables, you don't really want them like next to some rats. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the problem is I've opened it before on accident several times, and you just see what?
It literally has its own. Like, how do you?
No, okay. So basically, there's two adjacent freezer compartments in the wall, and I'm still getting used to things. And so it's the top one. I don't know why it's the top. Why is it the top one and not the bottom one? Why isn't it the bottom one? So anyway,
It
I
should be
open
the
the
bottom
top.
one.
I know exactly.
It absolutely should be the bottom one.
It should, but it's the top one. And so I've opened the top freezer compartment, and I'm like, oh, rat, okay. And then I open the bottom one, and I'm like, oh, ice cream, great. So
I'm just imagining those little like magnets that you put on like a dishwasher that says dirty, clean, and you flip them over. There's just one on the freezer that says rats inside, rats not inside.
I just have to put don't dead open inside on the front of that one. Hey guys, are you want to do a lot more work? Because I was thinking of queuing up a 1,048 million storage part.
I'll queue up the alloys after you do that then.
Okay, that'll have to probably be on Sunday, but you know.
Oh, you need me to wait until Sunday for that?
It depends how long this takes. It might take a while.
How long does one craft take?
I don't know. It doesn't give me an ETA on it. It just does.
There's percentages!
Huh?
Look at the crafting monitor. It tells you the percentage of the craft progress.
Okay, let's see. Well, it says it's at 10%. I can't imagine that to be correct. There's no way it's at 12, 13%. No way.
Are you calling it a liar?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I guess the furnace does work pretty quickly, but that seems...
That's fast.
That seems fast.
Oh.
For a 1,048 million, like this is a beefy boy. I think it's gonna slow down. I think it's gonna hit. Yeah, now it's slowing down. Okay, it hit 21%, and then it went. Oh, on second thought, I have a lot to do here.
Okay.
Why is it not just accurate? Like, it's a computer. The game already knows what's gonna happen. Like, just be smarter.
I don't know.
Like, why do progress bars get stuck at 95%? Like,
It is
you
really
know how
dumb.
long it's gonna take. You know what you have to do. Just figure it out.
So Pete, to be clear, I can hijack one of these evaporative towers.
Yeah, you can hijack all of them if you want.
Well, I do not want. I just want one. But
I would prefer if you did.
So we are actually limited right now by the speed at which the furnace can be dumped out. So I'm gonna. The problem is I can't call in another stack upgrade because there's one. Thank goodness, because our crafting is occupied. But I can do this.
How do you get 6 million fists out of fuel? Good damn.
Do we really? That's pretty sick.
Yeah, was there like backup or not backup, but like some in the buffer?
I don't.
Oh, you know what? It was probably because all the other stuff had like build up in the pipes, so when you turn it back on, it was just like. That's sick.
What is a creative importer? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Huh.
That's something that's gated behind like the ATM store.
No, it's not even. It's just like it's pretty accessible despite it being called creative. So I am about to make this. The problem is I won't be able to queue one up until this is all done, unless I just end the process, maybe.
Queue it up anyway. There's multiple creators or crafters that might slip.
Maybe?
through.
Oh, you think? All right.
You might. You don't know. I don't know if this needs to wait or if it. This is using 10 KFE. This is using 40. No, this
I'm
is
just
using
gonna cancel.
10,000. So is that why you use the quantum entangler as entangler because the flux point can't deliver enough?
No, the Entangler Porter is just to manage, Oh wait, this is for power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is your resistive is using 10 KFE, or this is only
Which
using
could probably
40?
be lowered significantly, by the way.
Okay.
10 KFE is overkill. If
I
you
just-
look at the temperature on these, it's like 80,000, and you definitely do not need it to be that hot.
Yeah, I don't have that much temperature, so I'm thinking I need more, even if you need less.
Yeah, I just use a quantum entangler because I slapped it on the reactor. I just had it set up like this previously, so I'm like, I'll just do this again.
Sure.
So probably just throw one of those on and be good.
How should I click on thermal sodium, or I haven't used
Nitro power.
Nitro power.
Set it for you. There you go. And then configuration card. There we go.
Hey, it has power.
Is there a creative
only
exporter?
just-
Two,
Oh.
3K.
Oh, do I give?
There's
Wait,
a
you can
creative
change this.
exporter.
Yeah, if you type it in and click enter.
Oh, so that's where I was boofing. It might have been that the plug could do it fine. I just hadn't set it right. So.
Yeah, so that should be going now. Yeah,
Wait.
lithium
Oh,
still.
hey, look, we have lithium now.
Oh no,
Wait.
but that's limited by.
Okay, so now I need to take the lithium, and this loses all of its contents when I break it, right?
The content should remain inside of the blocks if you break it and then place it again, but why would you need to... Oh, because you need to put a port. Okay.
I need to output the lithium, which I don't have yet.
Yeah, it should be stored in the multi-block.
So I can just break it and put
Yep.
the block back with the port, and we're good to go. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. So we need to defend it. We need to condenstrate it, I believe.
This is the Incredibles moment, like. Or wait, no. What is it? No, it was SpongeBob. Which one was it? No. It's Incredibles. Where it's like
You said you're making lithium
wanna see
dust
me go-
out of this?
Yeah.
want to see me go do the
Yeah.
whatever, and then
Head
want
to
to
the lithium
is
dust.
SpongeBob or it was
The
SpongeBob?
cells.
Okay, yeah. Want to see me do it again?
Oh, the
Yeah,
induction
yeah.
cells. Yeah, those are
This
fun
thing is
and annoying.
probably. I'm assuming this thing is probably full. Yeah, ultimate pipe
Hopefully
upgrade.
it's Not too bad if I can figure out what the heck the name of the condensator is.
Frick.
There's the rotary, and then isn't there a better one?
Should be a deconstructor. Is the name of it.
I'm sorry, I got the reference wrong. Just fricked. Oh, you think we can do double pipe inputs? Is there a better? What's the
Rotary's the
best
only one
like
I've got.
pipe that can be got? What
Oh, yeah,
about
that's just-
ultimate?
that's the one. You were right.
What about the logistical transporter? 128 a second, and that's not that great. What is the best
Hi, Jordan.
pipe
We
here?
miss you.
Sorry, we need an infinity pipe upgrade. Yo, we can do that. Oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, that requires a star shard. Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Just get one then. What's the problem?
It looked so promising, and then it was like, ooh, I can't make
We have
that.
2-star bunkle shards.
That's not gonna work.
Why not?
Wait, barrel
That
on
sounds-
the furnace, and then just...
Sounds like quitter talk, really.
Oh, wait, that could freaking work. That could freaking work.
What is this extinguished torch doing here?
I accidentally place torches with my pickaxe on occasion. Right-clicking with my pickaxe will place a torch.
Oh, it extinguishes because we're in space?
Yeah.
Huh, that's cool.
You
You think Minecraft will ever add a space dimension?
Huh? Oh, do you think Minecraft
Is
I
the
have
end
no
not kind of like
idea.
that?
I don't think the end is space.
I don't know. It kind of seems
Is it?
space-ish. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. I kind of call it space-ish.
I just don't want to have all the patterns fall out, you know?
You can just breathe in space.
But it's not working.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, just move
Got
the
me there.
furnace? Oh, I could just move the furnace. That's very true. That's very true. That's a good point. I will do that. That was a lot of levels stored inside there, huh? What do you know? Okay, so now I need to, like, that and get that. Okay, so we do that, and then we do auto input on, and then we need the augment factory, yeah. Okay, cool. Then we need the power.
Isn't the muffling stackable too? I think so.
Alright, and back is going to be an output. That can be an output. That'll be an input. And then we'll see if this just goes vroom vroom.
Yeah, there we go. Side config. This is.
Alright, guys. Here we go. Let's find out how well this works.
There's that one.
Wait.
All right, Speedy. All right, Speedy Gonzalez over
yeah,
here.
it should be Speedy. Are you
I don't
talking
mind
to
calling
me?
you
Because
that.
I'm hopefully being super duper speedy right now. Fingers crossed.
Oh, way to steal my thunder, man. Okay, I get it. You drive fast cars, but damn.
Damn.
Oh my god. Woof. Woof.
Rough.
I have never smelted
Woofing
things
for me?
faster in my life. Come over here. Come over here, Zine. I just if you thought we were cranking hogs before, you have no idea. Come to
Where's over
the
here?
come to the ultimate unobtainium furnace.
Come to my window. I'm trying to figure out where the waypoint is. Oh, that's right. It's in here.
I closed the door on you because I thought you had left already.
Nope, you just shut me out.
Look at this.
Don't you-
Look, click that barrel. Click that barrel.
The barrel?
Click the barrel.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
You don't
do be
even see it.
working.
You literally don't even see it. It just
The
happens.
furnace is crazier. Just
Yeah.
watching that. Why does it do it in like chunks? Like, it
the
pauses
way
for
the
a little bit?
crafter, it's like the way the crafter initiates recipes or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not
How
the,
is this
it-
guy here?
He just dropped down from above.
I'm dead now.
Now this is
And
pod
now-
racing.
Stupid ass.
Now this is pod racing. Well. We are pretty.
Yeah, we're a bit
advanced
over
on
time, but it's been a good return back. We're also keeping Pete from potentially not places he needs to be. So
yeah.
Wait, huh?
I'm just looking out for you.
We were just talking about how
Do you
you're
think if I wasn't here, I'd be on the toilet?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, trust me. If I needed to go, I'd be gone
be
in
like-
a heartbeat. I would not
Okay.
have a choice.
Ow! Why am I dying? Oh, I'm out of oxygen. This is a slightly annoying fact of our placements here.
Oh my God! It made it. It made the 1048. Holy heck! Oh my God! It did it.
All of them, or just a singular
No,
one?
a singular 1048, but that's a
Oh.
massive thing. It's absolutely gigantic.
Also, Jordan, I had to build a couple extra discs because we did fill up our drive, so I added a number of discs to it.
Oh, I mean, if you wanna
there
do another one, you'd like this is basically probably all of our drives combined and way more. So.
Cool.
But I did it for the improbable probability device because it's one of the required things. So anyway,
I see.
but yeah.
All right. Well, while I try to figure out how to not suffocate, we would like to thank our sponsor for this series, providing the server we've been playing on, Apex Hosting. Be sure to check them out. The links are in our description. If you want to play with your friends, you can use those links. Save yourself some money on the first month, and that will go directly to helping us, and we appreciate that. So thank you to them for sponsoring. Thank you for checking them out. Don't forget that we do create these live. We are streamers by trade. Jordan's a YouTuber, but we try to give him that step up. So you can see us at twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles, twitch.tv/Pizza Hut, and twitch.tv/Zine. Come throw some follows and see all the extra content. Doesn't make it up into the videos. And then, yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already chosen to do so, we do hope that you will choose to subscribe and turn on notifications. And thus, I turn it over to you, fine gentlemen. Is there anything else that you wish to impress upon the people?
That's all for me. I'm good.
We're doing great, other than the part where this doesn't. We just don't have any. No, just kidding. We're good. Doing great. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Later.